Lesson 1, Breakfast Choices.
Hey Anna, when it comes to breakfast, which brand of cereal do you prefer?
I usually go for the one with whole grains. It's healthier and keeps me full longer.
That's a great choice. Whole grain cereals are packed with nutrients.
Exactly. Plus, they provide a good amount of fiber, which is important.
Do you have a favorite brand in mind?
I really like the one that has nuts and dried fruits mixed in. It adds a nice crunch.
Yum! I love that combination too. It makes breakfast feel like a treat.
Yes. And sometimes I'll add fresh fruits on top for extra flavor.
That's a smart idea. Do you prefer any specific fruits?
Bananas and berries are my favorites. They're both delicious and nutritious.
I agree. Berries are packed with antioxidants, which are great for health.
Definitely. What about you? Do you have a cereal brand you enjoy?
I like one that has a blend of oats and honey. It's sweet but not overpowering.
That sounds tasty. Do you eat it with milk or yogurt?
I usually go for yogurt. It adds creaminess and extra protein.
Great choice. Yogurt can really enhance the texture of the cereal.
Yes, it's like a breakfast parfait. Have you ever tried making one?
I have. Layering yogurt, cereal, and fruits is so fun and visually appealing.
Plus, it's a great way to kickstart your day with balanced nutrition.
Absolutely. Breakfast is such an important meal to fuel our bodies.
I completely agree. It sets the tone for the rest of the day.
Lesson 2, Finding Your Way.
Excuse me, Anna, do you know how to get to the nearest train station?
Sure. It's not too far from here. Do you want me to walk you there?
That would be great. I'm not familiar with this area at all.
No problem. Just head straight down this street for 2 blocks, then turn left.
Got it. How long do you think it will take to walk there?
It should only take about 10 minutes at a comfortable pace.
That's perfect. Is the train station busy during the day?
Yes, it can get crowded, especially during rush hour. Are you traveling somewhere specific?
I need to catch a train to visit some friends in the next city over.
That sounds fun. Do you know what time your train departs?
Yes, it leaves at 3 p.m., so I want to make sure I have enough time.
Good idea. It's always best to arrive early to avoid any last-minute stress.
Exactly. I'd hate to miss the train. Is there anything else I should know about the station?
Just be aware of the signs. They're usually clear, but it can be a bit overwhelming at first.
I appreciate the tip. Are there places to grab a snack at the station?
Yes, there are a few cafes and kiosks. You can grab a coffee or a quick bite to eat.
That's helpful to know. I'll make sure to stop by before my train.
Just remember to keep an eye on the departure boards for your train's platform.
Thanks, Anna. I feel more prepared now. I appreciate your help.
Lesson 3: Choosing the right brand.
Hey Anna, I'm in the market for a new smartphone, but I'm not really sure which one to get.
I can help with that. What features are you looking for in a smartphone?
I want a good camera and long battery life. I love taking photos.
Those are important. Have you considered any specific brands?
Not really, but I've heard good things about certain brands like Apple and Samsung.
Both are popular choices. Apple is known for its quality camera, while Samsung has great battery life.
That's true. I've seen some amazing photos taken with iPhones.
Yes, their camera technology is impressive. Do you prefer iOS or Android?
I've mostly used Android, but I'm open to trying iOS. What do you think?
iOS is user-friendly and very smooth, but Android offers more customization options.
Sounds like both have their advantages. What about prices?
Generally, Apple tends to be on the pricier side, while Samsung offers a range of options.
That's good to know. I want to stay within my budget while still getting good quality.
There are often sales or older models available that can save you some money.
That's a great idea. I'll look for deals on last year's models.
Definitely. You might find something that suits your needs perfectly.
I appreciate your help, Anna. I feel more confident about my decision now.
Lesson 4: Tasty Discoveries.
Hey Anna, did you try the new restaurant downtown?
Yes. I went there last weekend, and the dishes were so tasty.
I'm glad to hear that. What did you order?
I had their signature pasta and a delightful dessert. The flavors were incredible.
That sounds amazing. What made the pasta so special?
It had a unique blend of herbs and spices that really elevated the dish.
Wow, I love when food surprises you like that. Did they have any vegetarian options?
Yes, they had a fantastic veggie stir fry that I'm sure you'd enjoy.
Great! I'm always on the lookout for good vegetarian dishes.
You should definitely check it out. The ambience was also very inviting.
That's a bonus. Did you go with friends or family?
I went with a couple of friends. We had a wonderful time sharing different dishes.
Sharing food always makes the experience more enjoyable.
Exactly. We even tried a few appetizers, and they were all delicious.
I love trying appetizers. It's like a mini food adventure on a plate.
Yes. And it's a great way to sample a variety of flavors.
I agree. So, are you planning to go back anytime soon?
Definitely. I want to explore their menu further. There's so much to try.
Let me know when you go again. I'd love to join and try the veggie stir fry.
Absolutely. It'll be fun to discover more tasty dishes together.
I can't wait for our next culinary adventure.
Lesson 5: Privacy Matters.
Hey Anna, have you heard about the latest privacy breach?
Yes, I have. It's becoming a major concern these days. What do you think about it?
I think it's alarming. People's personal information is at risk.
Absolutely. It makes you wonder if any of our data is safe online.
Right? I've been more cautious about what I share on social media lately.
That's a smart move. Limiting personal information can help protect your privacy.
I've also started using two-factor authentication for my accounts.
Great idea. It adds an extra layer of security. Have you heard about VPNs?
Yes, a VPN can help keep your online activities private. Have you used one?
I have. It helps me feel more secure, especially when using public Wi-Fi.
That's a good point. Public networks can be risky for personal data.
Exactly. It's better to be safe than sorry. What else do you do to protect your information?
I regularly update my passwords and avoid using the same one for different accounts.
That's crucial. Using unique passwords can prevent hackers from accessing multiple accounts.
I've also started reading privacy policies before signing up for new services.
That's impressive. Many people overlook those, but they're important to understand.
I agree. Knowing how companies use our data can help us make informed choices.
Plus, it's essential to stay informed about any security updates or breaches.
Definitely. Awareness is key in this digital age. I'm glad we're discussing this.
Lesson 6: Trying new things.
Hey Anna, I've been slacking off lately, so I thought about trying something different.
That sounds interesting. What do you have in mind?
I was thinking about picking up a new hobby. Any suggestions?
How about painting? It's a great way to express yourself creatively.
Painting sounds fun. I've never really tried it before. What do I need to get started?
Just some basic supplies like paint, brushes, and canvas. You could even start with paper.
That doesn't sound too expensive. I could use it as a stress reliever too.
Absolutely. Many people find art relaxing and therapeutic. What kind of painting interests you?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe landscapes or abstract art?
Both are great choices. Landscapes can be calming, while abstract art allows for more freedom.
That makes sense. I like the idea of creating something unique.
You could also check out some online tutorials to help you get started.
Good idea. It would be helpful to learn some techniques before diving in.
Definitely. Watching others can inspire your own style. Have you considered other hobbies?
I've also thought about trying cooking. I want to learn how to make new dishes.
Cooking is a fantastic choice. It's practical and fun to experiment with flavors.
Exactly. Plus, I love eating, so it would be great to make my own meals.
You could start with simple recipes and gradually try more complex ones.
That sounds like a solid plan. I might start with pasta dishes.
Pasta is a perfect choice. There are so many variations to explore.
I can't wait to get started on both painting and cooking.
Lesson 7: Crafty Conversations.
Hey Anna, I love handmade crafts. I heard there's a local market this weekend.
That sounds amazing. I love handcrafted items too. Are you planning to visit?
Absolutely. I'll make sure to visit it. Any other recommendations for places to check out?
There's a cute little art gallery nearby. They showcase local artists' work.
That sounds interesting. I'd love to see some unique artwork. What kind of art do they feature?
They have a variety, from paintings to sculptures. It's a great way to appreciate local talent.
I enjoy discovering new artists. Do you have a favorite type of craft?
I really like pottery. There's something special about handmade ceramic pieces.
Pottery is beautiful. I admire the skill that goes into creating it. Have you ever tried making pottery?
I took a class once. It was challenging but so rewarding to create something from scratch.
That sounds like a fun experience. I'd love to give it a try someday.
You should. It's a great way to relax and express your creativity.
I'm definitely adding that to my list. What about any craft workshops?
Yes. There's a workshop for candle making next month. It could be a lot of fun.
Candle making sounds intriguing. I've always wanted to learn how to make my own scents.
It's a great skill to have. Plus, homemade candles make perfect gifts.
That's true. I could even personalize them for friends and family.
Exactly. It adds a special touch. Are there any other crafts you're interested in?
I'm also curious about knitting. I've seen some really beautiful knitted items.
Knitting is wonderful. It's satisfying to create something warm and cozy.
I think I'll explore that too. So many crafts to try.
Lesson 8, Olympic Connections.
Hey Anna, have you noticed the business relationship developed between the American TV company ABC and the Olympic Games?
Yes, I have. It's a clear example of how media and sports can collaborate effectively.
Exactly. Their partnership has significantly changed how we experience the Olympics.
For sure. ABC brings the excitement of the games into our living rooms, making it accessible to everyone.
And they do a fantastic job of showcasing the athletes' stories, which adds a personal touch.
That's true. It helps viewers connect with the athletes beyond just their performances.
It also boosts the athletes' visibility and can lead to more sponsorship opportunities for them.
Absolutely. The more exposure they get, the more likely they are to attract endorsements.
Plus, it benefits the networks by increasing their viewership during the Olympics.
Yes. The ratings during the games are usually sky high, which is great for advertising revenue.
It's a win-win situation. What do you think about the impact of social media on this relationship?
Social media has amplified everything. Fans can engage in real time while watching the events.
Right? It creates a global community of supporters, which enhances the Olympic spirit.
And it allows athletes to share their experiences directly with their fans, fostering a deeper connection.
It's fascinating how technology has transformed the way we follow sports events.
Definitely. I wonder how the relationship between networks and sports will evolve in the future.
I can imagine even more interactive experiences for viewers, like virtual reality options.
That would be incredible. Imagine feeling like you're right there in the stadium.
Exactly. The future of sports broadcasting seems really exciting.
I can't wait to see what innovations come next.
Me too. It's a thrilling time for sports fans and the industry alike.
Lesson 9, Project Timelines.
Hey Anna, I believe the timeline for project completion is too ambitious. Could we discuss it?
Of course. What specific parts do you think are unrealistic?
I feel that the research phase is too short. We need more time to gather quality data.
That makes sense. Rushing this phase might lead to important details being overlooked.
Exactly. And if we don't get solid data, it could affect the entire project.
I agree. Perhaps we could extend that phase by a couple of weeks.
That would be helpful. It would give us more room to analyze our findings thoroughly.
Great idea. What about the development phase? Do you think that's on track?
I'm concerned that the current schedule doesn't allow for any unexpected issues.
Right. It's common for projects to encounter surprises. A buffer period would be wise.
Yes. If we add some extra time there, it would reduce stress on the team.
And it would allow for better quality work. We want to deliver our best, right?
Absolutely. We should also consider the feedback phase. When do we plan to gather input?
I think we should schedule that right after development. However, we might need more time for revisions.
Good point. Let's ensure we allocate enough time for feedback and adjustments.
So, how about we draft a revised timeline and present it in the next meeting?
That sounds like a solid plan. I'll start working on the adjustments.
Perfect. Team collaboration is key to making this project a success.
I completely agree. Let's make sure we keep communication open throughout the process.
Lesson 10: Food Security.
Hey Anna, it's amazing how malnutrition is no longer prevalent in many areas.
Absolutely. It's such a relief that people don't worry about going hungry anymore.
Right? It shows how far we've come in terms of food security and access to nutrition.
It really does. What do you think contributed to this positive change?
A combination of better agricultural practices and increased awareness about nutrition, I believe.
Definitely. Education plays a crucial role in helping people make healthier food choices.
Exactly. And with technology, farmers can now produce more food on smaller plots of land.
That's impressive. Innovations like hydroponics and vertical farming are game changers.
They really are. It's fascinating to see how urban areas are adopting these methods too.
Yes. Urban farming not only provides fresh produce, but also strengthens community ties.
And it reduces the carbon footprint since food doesn't have to travel far.
That's a great point. Local food systems are essential for sustainability.
Speaking of sustainability, what do you think about plant-based diets?
I think they're becoming more popular, and they can help reduce the strain on our resources.
Absolutely. Plus, they offer a variety of flavors and textures, making meals exciting.
True. It's amazing how many delicious plant-based recipes are out there now.
I've tried a few, and I was surprised at how satisfying they can be.
Same here. It's nice to see more restaurants offering plant-based options too.
Yes. It feels like a positive shift toward healthier eating habits for everyone.
I hope this trend continues, as it benefits both our health and the planet.
Me too. A healthier population and environment are goals worth pursuing.
Lesson 11, Quality Time.
Hey Anna, I've been thinking about how important it is to take breaks and spend quality time with loved ones.
Absolutely. It really helps recharge our minds and strengthen our relationships.
I agree. However, I sometimes struggle with knowing how to balance work and personal time.
That's a common challenge. What do you usually do to unwind?
I try to set aside weekends for family activities, but sometimes work spills over.
I understand. Maybe you could establish a clear boundary between work and home?
That's a good idea. Creating a dedicated workspace might help me separate the two.
Definitely. And it's important to communicate your boundaries to others too.
Yes, setting expectations can make a big difference. What about you? How do you manage?
I schedule regular family outings. It gives us something to look forward to and keeps us connected.
That sounds lovely. What types of activities do you enjoy doing together?
We love hiking, playing board games, and sometimes just having movie nights at home.
Those all sound fun. I think simple activities can be the most meaningful.
Absolutely. It's the quality of time spent that matters, not the extravagance.
So true. Have you considered trying new activities to mix things up?
Yes. We're planning to try cooking a new recipe together this weekend.
That's exciting. Cooking can be a great way to bond and enjoy delicious food together.
Exactly. Plus, it's a chance to learn something new as a family.
I love that idea. I should suggest a family cooking night too.
You definitely should. It will create lasting memories and maybe some fun stories to share later.
I can already imagine the laughter and teamwork in the kitchen.
Lesson 12, Meeting Deadlines.
Hey Anna, are we on track to meet the project deadline?
I'm afraid we might miss it by a day. There are still a few tasks left to complete.
That's concerning. Which tasks are causing the delays?
Mainly the final review and testing phases. They're taking longer than we anticipated.
I see. Have we considered reallocating resources to speed things up?
Yes, I suggested bringing in an extra team member for testing, but we need approval.
That's a good idea. If we can get the green light, it might help us catch up.
Exactly. Time is of the essence. What about the documentation? Is it ready?
Not yet, but I can start working on it while the testing is ongoing.
That would be helpful. We need to ensure everything is documented correctly to avoid confusion later.
Absolutely. Clear documentation will make the handover smoother.
Do you think we should communicate with the stakeholders about the potential delay?
Yes, transparency is important. It's better to inform them early rather than later.
Agreed. How do you think we should phrase it?
We can explain the situation, emphasize our commitment to quality, and provide a new timeline.
That sounds reasonable. It's important they understand we're doing our best.
Exactly. Let's prepare a brief update for them. I'll draft something after this conversation.
Perfect. Once we have their feedback, we can adjust our plans accordingly.
Good plan. Teamwork will help us navigate this challenge effectively.
Yes. I'm optimistic we can pull it off with a little extra effort.
Me too. Let's stay focused and tackle these last tasks together.
Lesson 13, Scenic Adventures.
Hey Anna, have you thought about our next trip to scenic spots?
Yes. As long as it's close to nature, I'm happy. I love beautiful landscapes.
Same here. Mountains, lakes, or even beaches would be amazing.
Absolutely. I enjoy the tranquility of nature. It really helps me relax.
Do you have a specific place in mind?
I've been thinking about that national park we talked about last time.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. The hiking trails there are breathtaking.
Yes. And the views from the top are supposed to be incredible.
Let's go for it. How about we surprise ourselves with the booking?
That's a fun idea. It'll add an element of adventure to our trip.
Exactly. We can explore without any expectations and just enjoy the journey.
I love that. Plus, it'll be exciting to discover new spots along the way.
Right. Sometimes the best experiences come from spontaneous decisions.
For sure. Any other activities you'd like to include besides hiking?
Maybe some stargazing at night? I've heard the skies there are stunning.
That sounds perfect. I enjoy watching the stars and just being in the moment.